This is a 6 material Zeus. A 6 material Zeus. Every deck loses to a 6 material Zeus, except for Galaxy Eyes, obviously. Galaxy Eyes has finally retrieved their new support in Master Duel. This is a duel against Purely, and the reason why I wanted to show a duel against Purely is because you're probably going to see this deck a ton for the next week or two. The reason being, it is the new shiny toy of this format. It is a meta contender, and it just came out, so people are just going to play with it a ton. In order to combat that, I'm going to, I guess, show you this replay on how I dealt with Purely. So let's start. Actually, let's look at our hand. This is full combo. We have 100 and Emperor. We also have hand traps. Hand traps are hand traps, so you know, just ignore them. They always do what they always do. But we have full combo with 100 and Emperor, and we also have an extra card, Foolish. This is really good because even if our Foolish gets Ash, we can just use 100, or vice versa. It really doesn't matter which way. But I'm going to activate Foolish first, just because, you know, just for safety, I guess. We are going to send Jumper. Let's 2x speed this. Jumper is going to search Trance. Trance is going to activate. That's going to special summon Wizard and Jumper. We're going to go into Galaxy Photon Dragon. Galaxy Photon Dragon is going to search Soldier. Soldier is going to discard the Emperor. But before we do that, I want to state that since we already had Emperor in hand, we used Galaxy Photon Dragon to search Galaxy Soldier. But if we already had Galaxy Soldier in hand, what you do instead is that you would search Emperor. And then you would go and do the same thing from then on. So Galaxy Soldier will discard the Emperor, and then we're going to trigger a bunch of effects. We're going to turn Soldier into a level 8. Emperor is going to give us an extra normal summon, and Soldier is going to search Wizard. We normal summon that Wizard, which is going to search a Summoner. Summoner is going to special summon the Wizard that we just tributed into the graveyard, and this is where we get Star Leash Photon Blast Dragon. Yes, we did use the Wizard to search Expedition, by the way. Now, the reason why I went into Star Leash Photon Blast Dragon here is because the OCG and TCG ruling, Master Duel prefers the OCG ruling for Cypher X. If you don't know what it is, Cypher X basically just, when you activate Cypher X effect, it will only protect the cards that are currently on the field during its activation. In order to kind of, I don't know, do some gymnastics around this, what I did instead is I get Photon Blast Dragon on the field first, and then I will get Cypher X. Cypher X will protect the Photon Blast, and then the Photon Blast will protect everything else. So let's replay. Expedition is going to special summon Afterglow. Afterglow is going to allow us to go into Cypher, which is going to allow us to go into Cypher X. Cypher X is going to allow us to detach our Afterglow, special summon Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon. We are then going to go into Soul Flare. Soul Flare is going to allow us to get back Afterglow, and then Afterglow is going to allow us to go into number 38 alongside with Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon. So a pretty alright end board. Before you ask any questions, you're probably wondering why I went into number 38. Well, it's because I already know what deck I'm playing against, because I'm able to look at my opponent's extra deck, because I did special summon a Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon. You can see it right here as material for number 38. So we did banish one of their boss monsters. So I do want to negate the spells over their monsters, because I'm pretty sure some spells are not once per turn, and the monsters are not once per turn. So you do not want to negate them, because if they have another copy, you're pretty much doomed. You want to negate the spells. Now, I don't really know what the spells do, so I'm just negating random stuff. You can see Chain Link 3, Chain Link 5, 6. It is what it is, right? You just negate, just try stop them. If they don't stop, doesn't matter. Your Galaxy Eyes, you'll stop them eventually. So I can't really commentate on Purely too much, but I can tell you how the matchup is like. The matchup is pretty alright. The main monster you have to be worried about is this thing. It's unaffected by card effects, and it's pretty much, it's kind of like a Zeus, but they just, yeah, it's just a Zeus really. It's a Zeus that's unaffected by card effects. So you really want to banish that card first, and you really want to banish that card quickly. If they only have one copy of that card, it's completely fine. Actually, I think we're going into a play right here. Their Plump is actually extremely scary right now, because they go into the battle phase with the Plump, obviously redirect the attack, and then They go into Zeus, unfortunately. They will special summon another Xyz monster. Purely is able to special summon Xyz monsters really easily. You can see they have 2 level 1 monsters, so I'm pretty much doomed from here. Main phase 2, yep. Plump, oh dear. And then I'm just waiting for the Zeus. Now they go into Zeus. So this is a 6 material Zeus. A 6 material Zeus. Every deck loses to a 6 material Zeus, except for Galaxy Eyes, obviously. So let's continue playing. And they wipe my board, but I don't care. I have Maxi. I've drawn a lot of cards. What can I do? Well, I could just send Jumper to the graveyard. Jumper's gonna get Hyper Galaxy. Then I can use Rotor to get Thrasher, and wow, instantly outed. That's it. Just draw that out. No, just search that. Just search that out. And then we proceed to go into, I'm pretty sure, 62 and then C62. Just for some style points, and my opponent FFs, unfortunately. That's what you're getting. And the second duel is actually going to be up against Mikanko. That is the other deck that also came out with Galaxy Eyes. This deck is easily countered by Galaxy Eyes. All you need to do is bring out number 107, because Mikanko thrives in the battle phase, but obviously Galaxy Eyes also thrives in the battle phase. There's not much I can really commentate here, so it's going to be mostly quiet. If I had to give advice, just summon 107, and that's pretty much it. Other than that, let's just play the replay at 2x speed and enjoy my turn.